Warning, the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The.Comic.Assassin. It's Monday. Hope all of y'all had a great weekend. Christmas is upon us. It's coming up. But this is Monday. This is the day where I'll let you guys know what's going on in the news, which fortunately for us isn't really a lot, and also what books are coming out this week that I think you might want to keep an eye out on New Comic Book Day. So not a lot going on with the TV stuff or the movie stuff, but there's just news about a whole bunch of delays. So basically X-Men number 5, if you've been keeping up with that run, that's been delayed for 4 weeks. But what's even worse is Spider-Man number 5. This is the J.J. Abrams book and his son that they've been doing. Delayed 11 weeks. So, so much for hyping up a book and doing the whole countdown to announce your whole little mini-series, and you're going to delay issue number 5 by 11 weeks, almost 3 months. Come on now, man. Come on, JJ. You got to get on top of your game, buddy. I actually like the book, but if you delay something 11 weeks, man, that does not look good. Does not look good. Let's see, what else is going on? Just this week, there's a lot of things coming to an end. The Batman Last Night on Earth is coming to an end. King Thor number 4 is coming to an end. Iron Man number 19. This is the end of Dan Slott's version of Iron Man. Haven't been reading it. I hope it didn't ruin it. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But yeah, that's coming to an end. Invaders number 12. A lot of series coming to an end this week. Some of which will be in my top lists. But yeah, it's the end of the year. We're wrapping stuff up. But what is coming out this week? We'll go with indie. First off, Black Stars Above number 2 comes out. Issue number 1 was intriguing. I'm going to be giving issue number 2 a shot. Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy. This is a tale from Black Hammer. That's a number 1. It looks interesting, but man, come on, Dark Horse. Stop it with all these spin-offs. Like, I actually like Black Hammer, and I've read some of the little mini stuff. Just stick with one and go with it. It seems like every other month there's a new Black Hammer spin-off series. And I just, it gets frustrating. It does get frustrating. Now, this is Tales from Black Hammer, so I don't know how much Black Hammer is going to be actually involved in this run. But it does look intriguing. I want to check it out. But man, Dark Horse, please stop it with all these mini-series of Black Hammer. Because sometimes it's just overwhelming. Alright? Please pick one. Run with it. Alright? Let's see. Wellington number 1. This is from IDW. It got some monster hunting going on. It could be a pretty good little series, so I'm looking forward to that one. But my 2 top indie books is Vampire State Building number 3. I like that Charlie Adlard cover, but there's also a lot of good ones. There's a little homage cover that you can get as well. But it's been a good, fun read. So Vampire State Building number 3 is one of my top indie picks. But also Eskimo Kisses, number 1. This is actually a one-shot from Scout Comics. You got some Eskimo stuff going on. There's some cannibal stuff going on. That cover looks freaking awesome. I want to pick up that book. Alright, so that's one that I'm going to recommend to you guys. Moving on to DC. Once again, we got a few books coming up. A few ending. Youre the Villain, Hell Arisen number 1. I think it's worth probably checking out. This whole Youre the Villain thing has been kind of interesting. It's been a little bit too overboard for me, to be honest with you, because it's just too many tie-ins, too many crossovers. Yeah, I wish they would just do just a title, right? But yeah, Youre the Villain, Hell Arisen. Batman 85 has finally come. This is the end of Tom King's run on Batman. And it's been one of those, it's been a very controversial run, right? You either love it, you hate it. Me personally, I've read it, I've loved it, I've read it, I've hated it, right? Because there's just been, it's been really, just too, just been too weird, too chompy. Like, sometimes they're doing like a good, like cool thing. I say, I like where they're going with this. And the next thing you know, Tom King's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? So, but this is his last issue. If you've been collecting this volume, definitely pick up 85. It might be awesome. Who knows? Or it might give you just another reason to be glad that Tom King's gone. I don't know. We'll see. Teen Titans 37. I've been enjoying this series. We are supposed to find out who the other is in this run and this issue. So, yeah, I'm going to be picking up that book if I can. But my two top DC books. One, Lolo Woods. And this is where it gets interesting with what DC's doing. You got this DC, it's Black Label, but it's also a Hill House from Joe Hill, which I mentioned last week. And I love Joe Hill, but it's not Joe Hill writing it. So I'm just, this whole network they got going on, you got DC, Black Label, Hill House, it makes it kind of confusing of what actually is being put out there. But Lolo Woods, it's probably going to be more horror related, and I'll probably be checking that one out for sure. But Doomsday Clock number 12 has finally come. And unfortunately, I can't remember what happened in Doomsday 11. All right, Doomsday Clock. Like, they've made this stuff so delayed. Speaking of delays, put your stuff out on a regular time so people are actually excited about buying the book. But I've been keeping up with this run. It's the Watchmen crossover stuff. It's the end. I would recommend Doomsday Clock number 12. I just wish they didn't make it like it was every other month an issue would come out. But hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm just the consumer, right? All right, going on to Marvel. Once again, with the delayed issues, Spider-Man number 3 is coming out. I've actually really enjoyed what the Abrams family has been putting on the table for Spider-Man. I would recommend this book. There's a few different, covers that you can pick from. Pick the one that you like the best. Revenge of Comet Ghost Rider. So Comet Ghost Rider is returning to number 1. If I'm not mistaken, I think Donny Cates is one of the co-writers, so it's not him solely doing it. I like the original Cosmic Ghost Rider, that stuff that he was doing. This one might be interesting. It might be worth giving a shot. But my two top Marvel books, Conan Serpent War number 2. I actually read number 1, and I'm not a huge Conan fan. I actually thought it was a pretty dope book. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to issue number 2. So, you might want to check that one out. But my big Marvel book of the week, and I have to, once again, it goes out to Donny Cates, Guardians of the Galaxy number 12. This is the end of the run. They've been talking about a lot of deep stuff with this whole Guardians of the Galaxy run that Donny Cates has been doing, Death of Rocket, etc. But this is the final issue. So, there might be some big banger stuff happening. Who knows? But I'm curious enough to pick it up, and I recommend that maybe you do as well. So that's all I got, y'all. There's a lot of books coming out this week. A lot of books. I didn't want to overload you guys with all the number 1s and this and that. I just want to, kind of tell you what's ending and give you some of my top picks. But let me know what you guys think. What books are you going to be picking up? Because I always love hearing what you guys have to say. Alright, and with that being said, y'all, I hope all of y'all have a great week. Thank you, everybody who has taken the time to watch this show. Like, subscribe, dislike, leave a comment. I just appreciate you guys being here with me. And with that being said, y'all, this upcoming Wednesday, when you do go to your LCS to pick up the new books, or if you have to shop online, or if you have to go to a street corner, however it is you get your comic books, The Comic Assassin is wishing all of y'all happy hunting.